What's up, everyone? So as most of you know, unless you're new to my channel, Ryan and I are hunting for a new apartment here in New York, and we decided to kind of make a series out of it and vlog our experience into doing so. This is going to be video number 1, where we just kind of explain what we're looking for, and at the end, we're going to share some tips with you guys that we've learned along the way of finding an apartment here in New York. So right now we are currently living in New York. We're in Midtown on the west side. We love it, but our lease is up very soon. And so we're looking for a new place to move into because our apartment right now is just a little bit small. We've kind of grown out of it. We wrote down a list of tips. These are tips that people have asked us before in the past, and just kind of general things that we think would benefit anyone who's looking to move soon to the city. So we will start off our tips section by letting everyone know that we are not experts, and this is just things that we have picked up along the way. So if you have any suggestions and tips, please put in the comments below. These are just things we've learned along the way, so you know, and it's totally our opinion. So if you think we're wrong about something, or if we're not going about it the right way, definitely
keep that to yourself.
So in our apartment search, we are looking at things from luxury buildings to walk-up buildings, kind of older style. So you'll be seeing a little bit of both because we're open to anything.
I like West Village a lot. It's closer to where friends are.
I think our neighborhood's kind of like an up-and-coming neighborhood also. They're constantly opening up new restaurants and new bars and new places to hang out. So that's, I mean, I wouldn't mind staying in this area because I do feel like new things are opening up.
No, I agree.
Tip number 1, make an appointment. We learned this on our first trip here, our first apartment hunt here. We came prepared. Luckily, we made an appointment with like, I think 14 different buildings and brokers. And I mean, you have to have an appointment or else they won't let you in, because I remember there was one place down in Financial where we were trying to look at an apartment and we didn't have an appointment, so they just wouldn't show it to us.
Not every place is like that, but.
Tip number 2 is you don't always have to have a broker. You can either do the no broker route or the broker route. If you do a broker route, it's gonna make your life so much easier, but it's going to be expensive.
It will cost you, yes.
So we chose the first time around to have no broker because after we found out how much a broker's fee was, I almost had a heart attack, and we did it ourselves and we found a great building.
We spent a lot of time though. We had appointments at like 14 buildings, but we literally looked at like 25.
Yeah, you have to be willing to put the time and effort in if you aren't gonna use a broker, because a broker basically finds great buildings, they set up the appointments for you. And
they can tell you right off if something fits what you're looking for because they've seen it most likely.
And they know more, I think.
Yeah. You will need one if you look on websites like Street Easy or any other ones for apartments in New York.
Whenever you go on Street Easy and search for apartments, you can click an option for no fee, and it'll show you every apartment in your criteria that doesn't have a broker's fee. So that's a nice option to have.
It is useful.
The next tip is amenities.
So amenities being a gym, a pool, cafe,
a lounge area,
outdoor space, a rooftop.
Yeah.
All those things are considered amenities. So we're from Texas, when we were looking at apartments here, being from Texas, the gym and the pool and everything's included when you live somewhere, but here it's not. It's an additional amenities package that you have to pay for. And it can range. It can be $700 to $1,000 a year per person, or it can be a monthly thing where it's more than that, like $200 a month or something. It's optional. You don't have to get it to live in a building.
So tip number 4? Is that what we're on? I don't know.
I think it's 4.
Tip number 4 is laundry. Laundry.
Do you do a lot of laundry?
Do you do laundry?
We do a lot of laundry.
A lot.
I wear like 3 outfits a day.
That is so not true.
I got
It
gym
is
clothes,
true.
I got work clothes, I got lounge clothes.
Yeah,
Like
Ryan
daily.
wears a lot
She does
of
a lot of laundry.
So basically when it comes to laundry, you have 3 options. A, it's in your apartment unit. B, it's in your apartment building. Or C, you have to walk to a laundromat. Now, since we do, I would settle for having a laundry in the building. A lot of people here, I think, pay other people to do their laundry.
There's services to come and pick up and take your laundry away and do that.
I would never want someone else to wash my dirty laundry.
Yeah, I got her.
Yeah, I was about to say, you do have someone washing your dirty laundry.
She takes care of it all. Number 5 is proximity to subway. The subway is how we get around. That and bike riding.
Now, also, our building, and I know a lot of buildings in this area, have a shuttle bus that take you to and from the subway during work hours, meaning like when you're going to work and getting off of work. But during the day when you need to go to the grocery store or whatever, you have to walk. So keep that in consideration. So the screen might look a little different because we had to take a food break.
So hungry.
So hungry. Tip number, the number we're on, is storage. Make sure that your new apartment has as much storage as you can get. And if it doesn't, don't bring a lot of crap with you.
Nobody will follow that rule.
I feel like we did a little bit.
We tried to condense, but we still brought too much stuff.
Find any little nook and cranny that you can to shove things in.
Exactly.
We're condensing. That's what we're doing for the rest of the day. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We're getting rid of stuff.
Nope.
Woo! We're getting rid of it and we're gonna donate it because we don't wear it. You
might one day. I've got the coolest graphic tees that one day. Storage. Part B. Kitchen storage is another thing. Most apartments will not have lots of cabinetry at all. Cabinetry.
Cabinetry.
Cabinet space.
Who are you?
Room for 1 pot. Un pot.
2 pots.
Un pot.
2 pots, 2 pans, because you can stack them on top of each other.
You're stretching it. You're stretching it. Getting bad tips.
Can we please get off of storage?
Okay.
Next is...
Oh. Reverse.
No, reversing.
No, reverse.
No.
Storage part C that we need to remember is that if you buy a couch that can also be used as storage, you got a leg up. Like we bought a couch that has a big storage thing in the chase. So lift that up.
It's from IKEA.
Boom.
$500.
All linen stuff is stored in there.
Yeah, it's
Out of
such a
sight,
great thing.
out of mind.
Go get that from IKEA. It's so cheap and it's comfortable.
It's called a Friedefreisen.
It's the Friedefreisen.
Friedeheidens.
I think it's Friedenheiden.
Friedenheidens.
Does anyone know how to pronounce IKEA stuff? I know from our personal experience, they need so many documents from you. It's insane. It's a lot different from the process in Texas.
So be prepared to provide 2 years of tax returns, a letter of employment if you're employed with a company,
paycheck stubs,
2 pay stubs, and bank account statements, like printouts of your bank account.
Yeah.
I think there was one other thing.
Just make sure that you know what they need.
Make sure you have all that in order.
And have it all together because they literally give you a 24-hour window of, okay, I see you applied for this apartment. Now we need all of those documents in 24 hours or we're giving the apartment to somebody else. So it's a really quick moving process. And so just, make sure you're completely organized. Another tip is to act quickly if you see something that you like, because Ryan and I saw this cute apartment in West Village on Street Easy. We saved it. We were going to make an appointment to go look at it, and the next day it was off the market. Someone had already rented it. So if you see something you like, act fast. Don't think if you see something it's gonna be there a month later, because chances are it's probably not. So
Part G.
No.
Yeah.
7.
7G.
So, okay. This one is very important. If you're serious about moving, listen to this one. So,
listen closely.
Getting an apartment is not easy. You personally, in most buildings that I've come across, have to make 40 times
the monthly rent.
You
can get a guarantor. Most buildings will allow guarantors. Someone in your
like
personal
your mom,
family.
Your dad,
exactly.
Yeah.
In order to do that, they have to make 80 times the monthly rent.
Either you have to make 40 times your monthly rent or your guarantor has to make 80 times the monthly rent.
Correct.
Now, if you can't do either one of those, option C is insurance. Insurance will basically be your guarantor. It's a company here in New York that backs you up and basically acts as your guarantor.
You pay them a deposit of your gross amount of whatever your rent should be, so they keep that, and then you pay them a fee, which is like 105% of what your gross rent should be.
Wait, did you burp?
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm
Yeah.
sitting 2 feet from you.
I just ate eggs.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
One last note about insurance is that it does require good credit. So,
But you can also get a guarantor for insurance.
You can, yeah. That's another loophole. So you could have your guarantor be your guarantor for your guarantor.
If you don't have good credit, yeah. Lots of guarantors.
Guarantor layers.
Next tip.
Number 8, walk up versus high rise. The differences. So
One's a walk up, one's a high rise.
No, it's not that simple.
He put that on there.
It's not that simple. Ow, that actually hurt.
If you're planning on moving, I would come and stay a week and kind of browse around different areas and different neighborhoods to kind of see what suits you best, because for example, you know, the Upper West Side is completely different from, say, Meatpacking or West Village.
Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Come for like a week.
You need more than a week, but
Give us a call.
at least a week.
We'll be here.
Yeah, let's go grab coffee.
We hang out.
Let's-
Bonus tip.
Ooh, what?
Bonus tip.
Where'd this come
Bonus
from?
tip number 1, in case I think of number 2 later. Get a City Bike membership. City Bike is the best.
That's a
invention
good bonus
ever.
tip.
City Bike is like a bike everywhere in the city, wherever you need it to be. It's perfect.
We really thought hard about, do we want to get a City Bike membership or do we want to just buy our own bikes? But you know, there's
Storage.
nowhere to store a bike in our
Storage.
apartment, and
You could hang
so
on the wall.
that was
if you're into weird
absolutely
decorations.
not happening. Any more bonus tips that I need to know about?
Probably.
All right, Ryan has another bonus tip.
Bonus tip number B.
He told me to tell you.
Forgot. It'll come back to me.
Okay, so now that our tips and bonus tip is completely done, we will start posting our apartment tour videos. We've seen 4 buildings so far, one of them which we aren't allowed to post because it's still under construction. So those are coming within the next week, I would say. Be looking for that. So we're gonna try to be as helpful as possible. That way, you know, if you're planning on moving and you're watching this right now, we answer all of the questions that you guys have and nothing goes unanswered. Okay.
Bye.
I mix these two together because I do put tanning stuff on my face. So my face, when my face is a little bit darker, I just add more of this to kind of balance out the lighter color. Makes sense, right? Is that a booger or like, what is that? Is that skin? I think it's skin. For my eyeshadow, I just use my NYX powder with my MAC eyeshadow brush that has seemed to jump off the table. Put a link to it down below so you can look at it.